going well. I just decided to finally shoot a video. It's a little bit of a collection update. In the background, we're going to be listening to the Chasm, the Spell of Retribution, released in 2004. Utter fucking masterpiece. Mexican death metal. Fuck. I'm a huge Chasm fan. I have several of their albums, and I finally got a copy of this. A little bit disappointed it came in as a digipack. Ordered this directly from Earache, UK. It got across the pond pretty quickly, I must say, but a little bit of false advertisement. It showed a jewel case, not a fucking digipack. But just happy to have a copy of this finally. This is one of those albums I had back in the day. Of course, that copy is no longer, but here's my new copy. So, collection update. We'll be playing that Chasm in the background. Like I said, all their shit's good, but goddamn, that album, that intro is called From the Curse, a Scourge. Fuck yeah. Anyway, my buddy Brandon the Mint sent me another banger. It's unbelievable how the generosity he has. Sends albums all the time. This is one I didn't really know about back in the day, to be honest with you. Accidental Suicide. This is Deceased. But it's one of those albums that kind of went under my radar. Not until recently, when the reissues came out, that I knew anything about this. And he sent me a message, said he had an extra copy, and he sent this. This is on Def Records, it looks like. I'm not sure if it's a bootleg or what. Don't think it is. But it's definitely a band that fits that mold of the old school death metal. This one was released in 1992, which my 1992 death metal collections get massive. It might surpass my 1991 collection. I should put a video together showing my whole entire 92 and the entire 91 collection. If you guys want me to do that, just let me know in the comments. But anyway, this band is along the lines of like bands like Baphomet, Morpheus Descends, Gutted. I'm not sure where this band's from. I want to say by the sound of it, they're from Chicago, maybe in that area, but I could be totally wrong. I didn't look anything up. I just know I love old school death metal, and if you do, this is definitely one of those gems that you definitely need to look up. So anyway, Brandon Mint, thank you for sending this again. This is just a masterpiece, and happy to have this in my death metal collection. Fucking amazing. Then a couple of CDs I picked up used. That's used bin. I have several more, but it just, those CDs I need to show. I'm gonna have to put in a different video. It just doesn't match the criteria of this kind of stuff, this death metal stuff, and thrash metal stuff, and crust punk, black metal stuff. This is Dark Throne and Fuck Off and Die. I've never really listened to this album. I listened to Canadian metal online, and it was okay, you know. It's one of those albums. Seen it, I was like, well, that's interesting. It's in a little box, and it's pretty cool little box here. I'm not sure when this was released, but it has the label art, the lyrics, and pictures, and all that good stuff of the fellas. It also came with postcards, which is kind of ironic, but pretty cool. I have to admit, postcards, that's original. And then it came with this poster. I just really thought this was a neat little package. If I could open the poster up. It's basically Finres in a forest. You can see it very well. But pretty cool little thing. Album itself, to be honest with you, some of it's pretty good, and some of it's not very good. I should say that. But I do like Canadian metal. I thought that was good. The Church of Real Metal is pretty good. Fuck Off and Die title track was pretty good. Actually, I like. This says side B on it, so I guess kind of weird for a CD. Of course, whenever I did pick this up, I was wondering if it was a cassette, but turns out it's just a CD. But anyway, yeah, Fuck Off and Die by Dark Throne. My Dark Throne collection is getting pretty big, finally. And then I picked this one up. I hadn't seen it in years. Hatebreed, and this is more of a hardcore, thrashy kind of crossover thing. A little metalcore in it, but predominantly hardcore kind of sound. Hatebreed Supremacy. So I think this was released in 2011. I actually remember when this came out. I really liked Destroy Everything. I thought that was a great tune. But actually this whole album is very inspirational lyrics. Very heavy. Very heavy indeed. I really like the guitar tone in this. I don't think there's much in it, but Jamie Josta, he's just an inspiration. He writes very inspirational lyrics for people like me that really like the darker side of music. But the message in the lyrics is like, don't let the world get you down, basically, and fight back. I always thought that was really cool. Very good fucking album. Hatebreed Supremacy. And then off to this, the reason why I'm wearing the t-shirt I'm wearing now. I'm going to show these a little bit. I'm going to show my Sepultura collection. It's predominantly CDs. It's what I've had for a long time. I did pick up some vinyl, but I'm not going to show that in this. But I recently picked up the Cavalera redos, I guess, of Bestial Devastation. And I just want to show these kind of a little bit together here. So that's not it. It's the inside artwork. This is my old copy of Morbid Visions and Bestial Devastation Roadrunner. But I just thought this was really neat. And to be honest with you, I like this much better. But this is pretty good, and it has its time where I like this better. So pretty cool. So I do have this on cassette, but finally just picked up them all on CD. So this is cool. Might as well leave this out. I picked this one. Everybody's seen this already. But of course I like this better. I gravitate to this better. But damn, this is not too bad either. I like that they did the redos. Always been a huge Sepultura fan as long as Max was in the band. Yeah. After that, I was like, nah. I actually never listened to anything after Roots, but pretty cool. Thought I'd show these together. And then, of course, I'll show this. Schizophrenia, which is one of my favorite thrash metal albums of all time. This is the first pressing on Shark Records. And then, of course, I got the shirt, but I have the remastered version as well, which I really picked this up. I don't particularly like some of the remastering they did. It sounds like they just started up, because there's some parts in the guitars where it sounds like it peaks. But other than that, I mean, it sounds pretty good. There's some bonus tracks on it. Really like Troops of Doom on this. I don't think I've ever shown this copy of it that I had. And of course, the Cavalera Schizophrenia. Now, out of these, I think this is my favorite version of it, the original version. But I really think this would be number 2 to it. The remaster is kind of like, you know what I mean? If you've ever had the remaster, you know what I'm talking about. The guitars peak at certain points and distort a little bit. But pretty cool. So I picked up more 2024 albums this year. Last year I didn't hardly pick up any 23 albums. Nothing really struck me. But this year it's been some really good stuff coming out, and I really dig this. I think this is fantastic. But I'm gonna carry on. So of course I only have the remastered version. I have this on vinyl as well, but I have the remastered version of Beneath the Remains, which is one of my favorite Sepultura albums. My Inner Self is one of my favorite, or Stronger Than Hate, Inner Self, Beneath the Remains. I love the intro to that. Pretty cool. This is pretty damn cool. But this is a damn good album. I always thought this album sounded a lot like Rain and Blood by Slayer when it first came out. Of course, I have the remastered version of Rise. I do have the OG cassette, but it doesn't play. So I picked this one up off fucking Amazon real cheap a long time ago. But Rise, to me, I think I first heard this. I actually bought 2 cassettes back in 1991 together, and that's Forbidden's Twisted Into Form and Sepultura's Rise. So whenever I hear one of the other albums, I'll listen to one of the other albums every time, because they kind of go together for me. But when this came out, I used to have the single of Dead Embryonic Cells, and I remember when I first heard that, that's the first track I heard off this album. It's like, goddamn, that fucking Slayer on steroids. Arise, the title track, I love that. I like Havoc's cover of that track too. This does this have Orgasmatron? Oh, sure does. It has a Motorhead cover, Orgasmatron, which my single, if I remember right, had Orgasmatron on the single and a live track, and I can't remember which live track. But amazing fucking Death Thrash album. Then in 1994, this came out, and I remember when it first came out, nobody really, some people liked it, some people kind of frowned at it. I actually happened to not really like it that well when it first came out, and the more I listened to it, the more I liked it. It's still one of my favorites. This is the original CD I bought back then. This is the original. Never bought the remastered version. I think this is all I needed, but Biotech is Godzilla is my favorite track. Territory. Actually seen Sepultura on this concert touring to promote this album with Danzig and Ozzy and Biohazard, and it was fucking cool. It was a good show, but love that. I love We Are Not As Others. We Who Are Not As Others. I love that instrumental. Koalas, whatever that is. I love that. Clenched Fist, I love that freaking track. The Hunt. This is actually a really good fucking album. Then the last one I guess I'm going to show you in this video is the last Sepultura album I ever bought. Is this one right here, this very copy. Roots, and I never really talked about this album. I don't think I've ever shown this album. It's not that I don't like this album, it's just not up to par with those. I do like some tracks on this. Blues Roots are good. Actually, I wish this had the cover, the Celtic Frost cover. I know my buddy has one that has bonus tracks on it, and it has Procreation of the Wicked. And then if that song was on this album would make more fucking sense, because this, if you listen to it in that context, this album kind of has that Celtic Frost vibe a little bit to me, because it's very simplistic riffing. do like this album, but I don't know. I need to take a listen to it again. So, released in 1996, I believe. Remember, I bought this album and another 90. I bought this album and Immolations Here and After the same day. In fact, this very same day. I thought I was getting another death metal album or thrash metal album from these guys. This turns out to be a little bit more of a new metal album. And you know, back then, new metal was kind of in its beginning. Because Korn released their debut in '94. I don't know. I might listen to this and see. I might listen to this today. So anyway, that's my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna try to get back on the horse. I kind of took a break from it. Nothing anybody's fault or the world's fault. I think the world's fucking crazy right now, but a bunch of freaking extremists, left and right, both of them. Not good. Anyway, y'all have a good one. I'm gonna sit back and drink some more Mexican beer, listen to these CDs, and you enjoy your Sunday. Later.